What's up, Saturn Gojo 67? Don't mind me just munching. Thank you for the like. I had to get a little something to get the stale taste out of my mouth because my mouth is so dry. What's up, LB? Just having some wavy potato chips, just the generic bullcrap. 15 people. What's up, everybody? How's it going? What's up, Boozy Beezy? Welcome to the live stream. I gotta put my hair up, y'all, because it's itching my back of my neck. What's up, Luis? What's up, Lynn? Dang, I'm getting quite a few people in here. What's up, everybody? Why does my live say I've been live for 151 hours? That is so weird. Wait, what? Why does it say 151 hours? I don't get it. Can somebody look into that for me? I don't know how to do that. You subscribed? Awesome. Thank you for the subscription. Awesome. So what's everybody doing today? Me, I'm trying to stay cool. I'm staying high. Smoking marijuana. I don't smoke anything else, just in case anybody's wondering. I don't drink. I indulge in marijuana, and I possibly eat a little too much. I had those once, and they were fire. Every time I get chips, I always get Funyuns. Yes! Virtual fist pump on the Funyuns, buddy. I love me some Funyuns. Dude, I can't help myself but to crush a whole bag when we buy them. But I am about to hit this bong on camera because I'm grown. Fuck the government. Thank you for the hearts. My son in there, you're going, Ape poopy. Should I do? All right, let's see. Let's do roulette here. I got Illuminati, Tangy Banana. Where'd the other one go? There's two more. Oh! Afghan Thai Kush. And guava jam. You know what? I'm going to turn on a light real quick so you guys can see a little bit more. Thank you for the likes, everybody. I'll be right back. I should probably invest in one of those ring lights that sit on my tripod for the camera. There's one. Where did it go? There's one over here somewhere that it's kind of glassy. And oh, this is it right here. Yeah, the Afghan Thai Kush. Yeah, look at this. This is what I've been vaping on today. Not sure how well. Oh, you can actually see that. Not bad. Yeah, it's like butter, kind of. Crumbly. It's crumbly and dry. Damn, I dropped all the way to one person. Oh, well. That's fine. You know what? I think I'm going to go with... where is it? I feel like I'm missing one. Maybe not. There's these two that I still have. But there's really nothing in those. I think we'll go with the guava jam. Let's go with the guava jam. Get a nice little dollop on there. Nice little dollop. All right, now next. Gonna heat up this dab straw here. A lot of the time, those be just people scrolling through live. Yeah. I ain't really worried about views. I just come on here and fuck around and waste a bit of time with people who do decide to pop in. You know what I mean? Say what's up. But hey, when people scroll through and they see me and they don't want to watch my content, I mean, thanks for stopping by for a couple seconds. That means I'll keep showing up in their timelines though, because it's just how that works. Cheers. Fuck. I just sucked it all the way through. Son of a bitch. Okay. This stuff's gooey. That's why. I didn't really get a hit off that. But at least it's just going to be sitting in there until I clean it out. So I'm not really losing much. Let's try that again. This time I'm going to heat it up right directly on the bong so you guys can see my little contraption here. What the hell is that device? This thing? You talking about this? It's just a torch. Cheers, me mate. Oh, I'm gonna wait a second. Damn. Ha ha ha, hoochie coo. Oh, the mama sing them blues, damn. Oh, dab pen. I was, this is just a little titanium piece. You heat up, goes in here, and just, you let it cool down. You just touch your dab to it and inhale through the bong. I literally have 3 filtered, 2 bubbler setup. This whole setup's probably $80. Yo, that was crazy. Hey, I didn't cough that hard that time. Ooh. So I was thinking of this particular schedule for my lives where I do a live, I wait 2 days, I do another live, and in between I'll be working on a once every 2-week video. And I think that'll work for what I'm trying to do now because this either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm ordering a tricycle. And over time, I'm going to be getting parts to make a motor to put on the thing, electric motor, so I can just zip around town, 30,000 people or less. I think it's like 28,000 people last time I checked. But I think that'll be a fun little thing. Plus, I'm not getting any younger, guys. I have already had a heart attack at 35. I'm 37. I'll be 38 next year. I got to start doing stuff to stay healthy and stay alive. I'm still going to be 420 ended up in here, but I'm going to be doing more movements. I've already been doing things with like water bottles while I'm sitting here watching something, doing little reps and shit, Trying to get back in shape like I was in high school. I wasn't really in shape. I was still chunky, but I had more muscle than I do now. Exactly. Because I can go anywhere within like I think it said it had a 30-mile radius. So if I dumb that down to 15 miles, I can get there and back and be able to charge it in one go. You know what I mean? Within a 15-mile radius, maybe 12. Give myself some wiggle room depending on how cold or hot it is during the time. Because temperature does fuck with your battery. So I might have to winterize that shit. Because it's the cold that fucks with it more. If it's too hot, you might explode that shit. So I gotta find a way to do a liquid cooled system. Cogs are turning. It'd be so easy to do a liquid cooled system, especially with copper. You don't want it too cold, but you don't want it getting hot, because you might melt some wires, and that's not a good thing. Probably need to put some fire wire in there. I don't know. Yeah, I got some cogs turning over here. I need to be writing this shit down. Where's my notepad? I need a computer. Hello, all of 3 people. But yeah, I cleaned my pieces. See how shiny and clean they are? This one I just barely put on there about a week ago, so it doesn't really need to be cleaned. But this y'all was the worst part, and I got this sucker squeaky clean. There's a little piece I missed there, but other than that, everything that was in there gunked up is gone. And yes, it's a banana. But yeah, I'm also going to be making some headway on a new channel that I'm coming up with. I haven't bought the outfit for it yet because I want to do kind of a mix between live and auditory, where the live portions will be me in an outfit, but I need to slim down a bit for that and look better before I do that part. But I will be doing the auditory part for a while before I do the live action stuff. It's going to be a creepypasta channel, and I'm just going to be reading the creepypastas. Those of you who are interested in that kind of thing, go ahead and leave a message in one of my other videos, or you can obviously talk in the comments. But yeah, I think in about 3 months I'm going to start that, because I got to work on the material, get all the stuff, ask the authors permission to put this in a creepypasta, that sort of thing. That would be kind of cool. Get some people that aren't being read that much out there. There's a lot I want to do, because as soon as I get that tricycle, bam, I got options. So right now, being on foot, I only got 2 miles to go. Especially in this heat, that shit gonna kill me. That's why my chunky butt be sitting under this fan all day. once I have some good money coming in, I'm also going to do, uh, well, not do, but I'm going to buy one of those personal like neck cooler things. Right? Yeah. It's not dead. It's certainly not as prevalent as it was 10 years ago. Mr. Creepypasta started in like fuck 2011. I've been watching him since then, or 2012, some shit like that. I've been watching him since then, and like I've always I have two channels that I tried and lost access to. So I was like, damn it, now I got to figure out something else. And I think I'm gonna try to go back towards that and gotta find some new websites, see some obscure ones, see if there's any ones that doesn't get a lot of traffic. That way, it's more obscure and kind of brand new to the genre, kind of thing for the creepy pastas. And yeah, 3 months because I gotta compile everything, get my microphone, shit like that. But I think that's going to be a pretty good endeavor, just a good time waster. Otherwise, not otherwise. Other than that, I'm just doing my thing, trying stuff, trying to figure out good routes on the map. But I guess what I need to do is just set a place on the map within, like, let's say 3 miles. 3 miles on a bike, half hour. That's a good ride, right? It's probably more like 45 minutes on a bike for 3 miles. I gotta figure that out. The math on that isn't done, but I'll figure that out, right? This time next month, we're gonna probably be seeing a lot more lamps in here. Hopefully, I can get a good job in town. I don't have to go too far. Like, I'll go 3 miles on a bike. It's no big deal. You know what I mean? It is in the winter, but there's tires I can buy, or there's modifications I can do to the existing tires. Yeah. Should I take another hit? I'm gonna take another hit. Fuck it. Go big or go home, right? Whee! I always found this beautiful. Like the way that the metal turns, the different colors. I don't know how well you'll see it on camera, but I'm already seeing it. See, it turns that kind of cherry red. It's not making it as hot as it needs to be, but cheers. Ooh, yeah, that. Oh, that guava jam is so good. So LBV, what was your favorite creepy pasta? Or let me rephrase that. What is your favorite creepy pasta? What you guys doing? Breakfast. I think one of the craziest ones I ever heard on Miss Creepypasta channel was the cave and the entity that's within that thing where you couldn't quite see the definition because around it was fuzzy, kind of like static. And I was thinking like, wow, that's quite the description, right? And that's kind of insane sounding. Honk, honk, honk. Sorry, squirrel moment. Was never really into creepypasta, but I remember it was everywhere on YouTube at one point. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. It's not for everybody, obviously. You know, some people like the creepy stuff. Others are like, whatever, which is fine. You know, to each their own. I'm also gonna be revising a story that I was creating 15 years ago. Um, it's a fantasy horror, and I also have a murder mystery and like a scientific thriller that I'm working on. It's three separate books. I'm gonna be working on them one at a time. But I'd say in about a year and a half, 2 years, I'll be dropping something. I'm saying that long because I want to give myself some time to like think about it, look up certain research, and kind of combine it with the medical and military kind of stuff that I'm going to be putting in these books. Um, the, the 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 fantasy horror one isn't going to have much technical shit except for like descriptions of actions in the way that causes like a rift in time and space itself to open up and start absorbing whatever's there, kind of shit. Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna be working on in the next couple of years. But yeah, I want to try. I'm working on stocks already, and my stocks have been raising almost every day. And I'm glad I did my research. It's gonna be fun next couple of years. I just got to keep pumping into these uh, stocks every here and there. You know, a couple bucks here, $10 there. It adds up. And when it's spread across a bunch of everything's, uh, if you lose one, you got say five. You say you start with five, you lose one, you still got four more. You could always put money back into this one, a couple of bucks, right? And if you lose that, that's the 2 point rule. If you lose money twice on an endeavor, on a stock, never touch it again. Because if you can't make money off of $1, you're not going to be making much off of 1,000, right? It's the 1% rule. If you can't make $1, you won't make 1,000. If you can't make $1 off of $1, that says something about the stock, right? So you give it two tries. There's no three strikes, you're out. You give it two tries. If you can't make a buck off of a buck, you're not doing it right. In that stock, people are not investing in your shit. A lot of people were saying that about Bitcoin. Look where it's at now. I could have put $10 in there, been a billionaire by now. Silly me. Can't make money now when I don't have money to begin with because it's what, 16 grand for one Bitcoin? Or did it go up? I have no fucking clue. I always invest in Tesla stock, but I always had to cash out my stocks for some extra money. Most I had was like $150. Well, there you go. You made some money. That's pretty good. You don't mind me asking, how much did you throw its way in the long run? Like throughout the livelihood of that particular part of your portfolio? Because I have 7, 8 different stock choices. I don't mean to pry. If you don't want to tell me how much you put in, it's all good. It's just curiosity, you know. Because me, I put, I don't know, $8, $7 total, and I'm at almost 12. And this is just that part. I have to cash out a couple times. Most I had was, I don't even remember how much it was. This was 6, 7 months ago. 130. Oh, so you only made like $20 off of it. See, like when people, if you had like 10 grand, then I see you making money, because then that actually drives up the price and people have to buy into that, and rich people are going to be like, I'm going to get this nice. And then one jackass gets an idea of doing a rug pull, pulling out all their fucking money, and then all of a sudden the prices just go so their friends can pump and dump $20,000 at a time, make $1 billion off of it. You know, not actual, raise that high, but several million, if that, because they're putting in 20, 40, $50,000, and they're coming out 10 times richer off of that. That's $5 million. My math ain't mathing right now because I'm extremely high, but don't take my word for it. I'm just, you obviously know what I mean. You're kind of in the stocks like I'm kind of in the stocks. Unless you've been in it for a while. I've been doing it the last 4 years, maybe. No! Stop it. What is this? Oh, green screen. Okay. I keep pressing that. I don't know why. So I think I was gonna move my gaming on the PS4 itself, because I can broadcast from the PS4, and I was thinking I could do my lives that way, or just save and share, kind of, right? Just drop it. They're going to be an hour long, if not. I should do more research on stocks, honestly. I always just buy when it's super down, then hope it skyrockets up. What I've been learning is looking for stuff that's been around at least 5 years and has a low buy-in. Like you can do, I have Cash App, right? So it allows me to put in $1, and I make 80 cents. Sometimes it drops 5 cents. Sometimes it goes back up 15. Like it's weird. Like especially when it's just $1. I'm experimenting as of now. So when I can drop in more, I might see better dividends, and that's another thing. You want something that pays out every month, right? If you do, you're gonna have to put in 250 and up. So I'm not quite there yet, but like I said, I'm just now doing experiments with that. So I can give recommendations because there was one in there that says the biggest daily movers, and one of them was 20 something percent. I'm like, yes, put in a buck that's 25 cents. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's 25 cents on the dollar. Whew, for the day? What if it's a 5 day trade up like that's $1.25 you got for putting in a buck? It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you spread that out, or even did $5, 25% of $5, that's $1.25. That's crazy shit. I'm trying to remember. I can't think. Hmm. I wonder, can I do it this way? Da, 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 da. Oh, it's covered up. This says normal telescope. This is flat Earth telescope, and it's a met pipe. I love that shit. It's funny as hell. That's so silly that I can do that. That's so silly. I'm glad they started putting stuff in there like that. But I wish it would let me control to where I could put my face like down here, and I can for myself turn off the comments for a second just so I can see what I'm doing, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And like 30 seconds of like having my head down here, y'all can read what I put up here. I think that would be cool. I could do video game on demand kind of stuff when I get my secondary camera. This is eventually down the road, like probably 3 years from now. I'll be 40. Damn. Well, I'm not going to be having no existential crisis. I think I had that when I had my heart attack. But yeah, I have to. See, I'm spreading it out every other day. Do something with the bottles, or do something with legs. Constantly confuse my body, and if I just stick to it. Would you do YouTube full time if it starts making good money? Absolutely. If it started making me like $1,000 a week, 500 a week, I would pour my heart into it. You know what I mean? A lot of it would go. I would try to keep 10% for myself, pour 90% back into the YouTube channel. That way I can live. You know what I mean? Like I need food, pay bills, stuff like that. And then the rest of it's going into the channel, like into the equipment that keeps making me better quality videos. And that's ultimately what my goal is. So I want to start doing donations and stuff like that towards charities. And I think that's a sad thing that I have to, that me as some random person with the 150 people that watch this shit show of a human, um, like even if it's 20 cents, that helps. You know what I mean? And most of the time when I'm putting my Cash App down in the description, it's literally just so I can help pay bills, take some stress off my wife. She's the only one paying for anything right now. And it's just a bitch in this small town trying to find anything without a car. Everything wants to be 20, 30, 40 miles that way, or behind me. It's like, holy shit, yo. I almost just wish somebody would just donate my fat, chunky butt a car so I can at least make it to a gym and get better. Um, I'm gonna be doing it at home, obviously, but even if I can get some dumbbells and just sit here while I'm editing videos or playing a video game and dying and passing with my kids on the game. I can be constantly doing something, raising my heart rate in a certain way to, help melt this weight off of me, so I can live past 52, which is what my mom passed away. That's how old she was. I would love to make it past that. I would love to. I want to make it till at least I'm 80. 90 is a good round number, you know. It's been years of me finding shit jobs. I want to become self-made, you know. That's why I'm trying all kinds of things. Writing. ADHD is a bitch, especially for writers. I had a whole fucking 16 chapters of 3 different books. Between the 3 different books, it was 16 different chapters written in a week. It was like I was on meth, man, which was not then. I was not then. I was drunk off Malort. No, vermouth. It was cheap, $9.50 a fucking liter. Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna try at least. I'll probably retire after 10 more years of YouTube, because I've been doing this shit for like 15 years. 25 years on YouTube by the time it's 10 years from now. I mean, I'm only 37, not even 40, and I got great as shit. Especially, like, look at all along here. I knew a guy. Well, he was a boy. I was like 12, 13. Excuse me. His mom was 2 years younger than me than I am now. What? At the time, and her hair was complete white. Okay, so and pretty much no teeth. And she goes, "Yeah, he did this to me." Stress. Kids are stressful. I started having kids at 23. My daughter is 14. She'll be 15 in February. But I think having kids young is a bit better, because you grow with your kids rather than trying to pass off antiquated knowledge. You grow and learn with your kid. That's your job, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I put up the gray hair is cool. I always wanted to change my hair color to gray. Yeah. My wife says it looks good on me this way, because it's mostly down here, so it's going from the sides up. You'll probably look retarded. I don't know exactly what you look like. But I'm not going to make any assumptions, and I'm going to say never talk down about yourself. I love degrading humor, but if it's somebody you don't know and it's somebody that's in the spotlight and they're hated and you find out why, like if it's a non-point, then whatever. But if it's a reason like pedo shit, fucking they murdered an entire family type shit, and somehow got away with it, like the whole O.J. Simpson shit, and then he goes back to jail for robbery. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of different scenarios in which ways. It's so weird. But I don't know why I went off on that little tangent. But yeah, I don't know. But you never can judge a book by its cover. That's for sure. It seriously says it's been live for 152 hours. I don't get why. That's so weird. Why is it? I don't even know how long I've been on at this point. It's almost 6:30. I've been on here about an hour. Man, it's just been my chunky butt flapping gums, talking about random shit. But yeah, so the stuff that I put in the description, if anybody's chose to read it yet, um, it's basically just facts. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. And certain people today in society and in politics, um, there's a extreme divide, and the people that voted for this and voted to have what's going on, shame on you, shame on them, shame on every single buddy, every single person in Congress, in the House, president's cabinet, everybody that supported this Project 2025 shit will go down in history as the worst people in existence. And that's not my opinion. That this is historical fact now. These are historians saying this shit. And the UN put us on a watch list for basically alienating people and violating human rights. So that should tell us something. You know what I mean? It's really right there in your face. And the MAGA folks are completely complicit and obfuscational. They avoid the question all the time. Any question, doesn't matter what it is. It could be any question. What color is the sky? Oh, it's as red as the blood in my veins. Like, you're fucking dumb. Why do you say shit like that? But hey, you know what? Try it out in different shades. Do it really light on top and go darker. All right? I think that would kind of look good on, because you're in your 20s, right? At least late teens, 18, 19. So that kind of hairstyle will look cool. I'm almost 40. It's all natural. I'm getting it in my fucking beard too. I gotta shave. My God. I know I've said that in 3 different lives now, but it's gonna happen. 3 weeks later. Hey, my beard's longer because I haven't shaved yet. That's that ADHD for you. How you do, baby boo? Oh. Oh. Yeah. You know what you can do? Go ahead and take one of my Aspen, crush it up, and then jam it in there. It's gonna suck for a good minute, but that pain will go away for a bit. For a good bit. It ain't doing shit. I'm sorry, love. No. I'm not gonna hit you in any way. Well, thank you for that. I do let this part grow to a certain extent, and then I trim it. But this gotta go. The stash gotta go. I can't do the stash. Stuff gets fucking stuck there all the time. Plus, you breathe the wrong way because you were sleeping. That shit goes up in your fucking nostrils and tickles. That's gotta fucking go. I like to stay, clean shaven. but still good looking. You know what I mean? That's why I shave the sides for the mohawk, because I like it long like this, where I can pull it back. And then all of this is just, I pretty much like it to the skin. But I've been pretty lazy as of late. Do you want me to do it, baby? I don't mind.
I was gonna use salt water.
Salt water? Oh,
I don't have a cup.
just do that water bottle. That one was mine from earlier.
It has to be
Warm? Okay. There's this cup. Just had juice in it. I can rinse it out for you.
I'm trying to do anything I can to make it go away. I've had it since yesterday.
Here, let me do it. I didn't realize she left all this fucking shit here. Oh,
I'm trying all yesterday.
So you took an ibuprofen. Take one of my aspirins. It'll help get it through your system better. After you do the gargle of oil, of course.
Well, I tried aspirin this morning. Didn't do shit.
Oof. You know Adam? Remember Adam? Adam and Sydney?
Yeah.
So he was telling me, oh yeah, go get some clothes and just jam the bitch in there. Like, fucking what?
No.
Excuse you, sir. By the way, this has to be just the table salt. Kitchen pea salt. Oh. Pea salt. I mean, that's fine enough brown. I got you. Really? Okay. It pretty much almost all dissolved in one go. I poured quite a bit in there. I was gonna take care of this. I was already thinking about it.
I'm so bad. I am so
I was just gonna
bad.
do the live and then finish up and do all that.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I already knew you were going through some pain and stuff.
I think it's something. I know. I'm trying to find out what dentist I can see that will cover my.
That would cover the difference. It does. Ooh, You too, buddy. Thanks for dropping in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this for now. I think it's been about an hour. That's usually about how long I have these live streams go for. Thank you for everybody that's popped in recently. Thank you for all the new subscriptions. And I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao for now.